Thanks to my parents, I had deaf friends. I'm lucky.
My parents encouraged me to have deaf friends. I'm lucky. When my parents found out I was deaf, they went to the trouble of learning to sign. I've always been thankful for that.
I'm so fortunate that my parents made sure I had world knowledge, exposing me to the arts, music, and theater. My parents always wished I could hear. No matter how many times I told them I'm fine, they stayed sad.
Other kids got to take English Lit class. I wish I could have taken ASL Lit. My parents gave me the gift of stories. I always enjoyed it.
I wish my parents, well, not just my parents, but my entire family could sign, even just a little. I was an only child and had a great relationship with my parents. If I could change something, I wish they had signed a little better. My mom did sign some, not great, but better than nothing. My dad really didn't. I know many dads don't sign, but I wish mine had. He did try, and I do appreciate that, but I do wish he actually had learned more. And I'm lucky. My parents believed in me and encouraged me to think about my future. With their support, I got my BA, and now am pursuing my MA. They were so supportive. I love them for that.
I was one when my mom found out I was deaf. She got a sign book and started teaching me. I thank her. I had no deaf role models when I was a kid. That didn't happen until I was a senior in high school. I wish I had that experience when I was little.
I wish growing up that everyone understood how much I could have done. I was a motivated student and did well. Still, I wish my education had not limited by my lack of communication.
I wish my parents, my whole family, had learned fingerspelling. I was really close to my grandfather. I remember those special times when he'd read to me, and I loved sharing that time with him. I wish I knew what he was saying.
I thank my parents for our close family. My 3 sisters didn't sign much, but we had a lot of fun together. Whether we were understanding, misunderstanding, we found a way to communicate. I was never left out.
I wish as a kid I had more deaf kids to hang out with. I'm thankful I had a chance to go to deaf summer camp.
I always wanted a sibling. When I asked my parents, they said they were afraid of having another deaf child. If I could say anything to parents, it would be this. Give your children the opportunity to have siblings. Deaf or not, it wouldn't matter. And in today's world, there are so many opportunities to learn ASL.
There's a student in my class who can't communicate with his family. Makes me reflect upon having grown up in a house where everybody signed. We were always talking about something. As I watch him, excited about learning and soaking up language at school, I wonder what his life must be like at home. After an enriching day at school, he goes home with no one to talk to. It's sad.
My parents were always involved in my life. I'm thankful for their encouragement. I'm thankful that my parents accept me for who I am, a deaf woman. I wish they didn't say later and told me now. It's not important.
When I was a kid, I'd ask family and friends what they were saying. They'd just give me a quick summary and brush me off. I wish they hadn't.
I really wanted to understand more. It was very unsatisfying. I'll tell you later when we get home.
When everyone was sitting around talking, I wanted to know what they were talking about then, not later.
They'd talk for a long time and then tell me just a few words. What else could I do but be quiet and smile? I'd ask what they were saying. The answer was always, "We'll just tell you later, when we get home." And then, when we were at home, I'd ask, and the answer was, "Oh, I forgot."